Guys, I hate to be negative Nancy on you guys, but I'm going to go on a little rant today. Everything that could possibly go wrong with this game, for me personally, has fucking went wrong. And some shit that I never even thought was possible went wrong. This game was fucking stolen from me by Xbox. How the fuck does that happen? So let me rewind a bit. I get on just to play normal morning. It's like 10 a.m. And I click it to play. It's doing like the fucking load up and whatnot, launching the game. And then I get the error message, you do not own this game, blah, blah, blah. I go purchase it. And I'm like, that's funny. Because first of all, I've been playing it for like a week or some shit. More like 4 or 5 days. And I played the private beta. I bought the game. So it just keeps happening. I thought it was a bug that was going to pass. Like 2 or 3 hours later, I was like, dude, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just re-download it, and as it's downloading, I'll go to the gym or something, pass a little bit of time. So I uninstall it, go to re-download, and then it's just straight up not in my library. I'm like, that's interesting. So I just go down to the Microsoft Store and re-download it from there. But it's got the purchase. Like, I had never bought it before. I'm like, that's funny. If you think you're getting $60 more from me, you got me fucked up. That sure shit ain't happening. So I just waited a couple more hours and it still wasn't popping up. So then I found out this little trick you can do during the beta to reinstall the beta, because if you didn't know, like the last day of the beta when they extended it for a day, Xbox players, virtually every Xbox player, wasn't able to play it on that final day for some reason. It's just, we got that error that we didn't own the game, and it's like, that's funny because I bought it. But everyone else did if you're on like PC or Xbox. So that was super annoying at the time. And they just never fixed it, which is whatever. But I learned a trick to where during that time, if you uninstalled, the game just wouldn't show up, and it said that you weren't able to download it just because the time period to play the game had passed, just because it wasn't extended in the Xbox store, is my understanding of it. But I found a way to download it from my phone to my console, and that was a loophole. Still never fucking worked. But that was just a loophole to be able to re-download the beta through my phone because it wouldn't let me on my Xbox. So I tried that, and it was the same error. The installation stops, and it said, we can't find the file. You have to purchase it. I'm like, yeah, okay. Keep bullshitting me. So I just said, fuck it. Like, I ain't about to re-download it. If it wants to reappear in my library, fine. That'd be dope. But I ain't about to fucking go out of my way to certainly buy it. I'm not doing that. And I'm not about to just frustrate myself. I got a lot going on at the moment. So I was not worried about it. But I was pretty pissed about it. Just not pissed and worried enough to give them $60 more of my own money. So I go to Twitter, ranting on Twitter, which I never do because I don't really use that site very often. I don't really like it, like everyone else does. Ranting like a motherfucker, seeing if anyone else is having this problem. Lo and behold, a lot of people are. And then I figure out that I get this message from Xbox, I'll put up on the screen here, and they're basically telling me that they never charged me for it. I'm like, oh, that's weird. So then I go into my Microsoft order history, and there it is, and it said that the payment declined. Mind you, I bought this over a month ago, before the private beta. So I was like, that doesn't make sense. If I've already been playing the game during the private and the launch of the full game, how have I not bought it? How have they not charged me? So I go to send them proof that I've been charged. I go into my bank account, and I try to find the receipt for it, and then it doesn't exist. So it's like it actually never charged me for it. And I thought that was super crazy. It's like, you've got one job. Your one job is to take my money that I'm willingly giving you, and you somehow fuck that up. How do you fuck that up? I don't understand. So that really frustrated me because that took away 2 minutes or 2 days of my game time. Like, I could have made so much progress that would have been stolen from me. So that segment weighs me into this. Not only did that bullshit happen yesterday, but there was something else that happened that happens to virtually everybody on this game. This game is garbage at keeping track of memory. Nothing on this game is for certain. If you level up your gun, if you play a game, there's not a guarantee that it's going to be the same level it was the game after the game you already played. So it's like, let's say I get my gun to level 20, right? I unlock like a nice stock or some shit. And then I do the next game, you get 20 kills the next day, come back, and now my gun is level fucking 18. Look up on the screen. I just got gold for the LW3, and that was like my goal for today, so I immediately got off, got back on, and then it's just not fucking there anymore. And now I gotta redo that. That is so fucking infuriating, man. I don't want to sit here and just retread the same shit. Like, people think it takes forever to level up their weapons, and you're right about that, but it takes even fucking longer when the game legitimately steals your progress away from you. That is one of the most frustrating things, man. This is by far, not the worst, but by far the most fucking busted COD at launch. This game has so many fucking issues. It's actually mind-boggling. I don't understand how they can't get this shit right. Your levels don't fucking show correctly. Your weapon levels don't show correctly. Your combat records are totally fucking misleading. This game is so shitty at tracking stuff. It's actually mind-boggling. And this isn't necessarily the worst COD at launch. This is by far universally, unanimously agreed on the fucking most busted Call of Duty at launch. Nothing goes as intended in this game. The hit detection's garbage. Like I said, the tracking and the memory is absolute fucking garbage. Your system thieves the fucking video game from you. I don't get it. I seriously, it's so frustrating, man. I don't want to have to go back and re-earn every fucking camo, man. I really don't want to have to do that. And that's what the game fucking does. That's literally what the game does. So my Xbox thieved the game away from me, and then the game fucking thieves my camos away from me. I don't get it, man. Why can't... Every other game company does this. Why can't they just delay the game until it's fucking right? Honestly. First of all, you already had 3 years to develop it. Or 2 years in this case. But it's like, man, 2 years. What were you doing for those 2 years? You sure as shit weren't creating maps. You sure as shit weren't creating guns. You weren't creating a solid ass game. A functional game. So what the fuck were you doing? Playing hopscotch? I honestly don't understand how a game can be this fucking busted off rip. Again, it's a good game. It is a good game at its core, but man, a good game that's just surrounded by busted fucking features, man. It's annoying. It's like a backtracking in a multiplayer game. It's super weird, man. You're just retreading the same ground at least a couple of times a day when you play this game. And there's a lot of times we don't notice it. Like, it's not that big of a deal to just retread a couple levels and you like your main progression. But like retreading weapon levels is a chore. For one, it takes forever already. And there are very vital attachments in this game, especially for snipers, the slow ass snipers in this game. So that is just super annoying, man. And I had a goal to get gold today, which I fucking did, regardless of what the game says. And then tomorrow I'm going to spend some time getting zombie gold. But I mean, I only have 5 double eliminations to get, so I guess it's not the biggest deal in the world. But man, I mean, I'm not trying to sit in multiplayer all day. I can't do that. I'd rather play zombies if I'm being completely true and honest. So I don't know why we can't get a functional game. It doesn't have to be fucking perfect. There could be some crashes and some bugs here and there, but this mini, man? What year is it? 2004? This game is buggy as hell. This game might as well came out on the Philips CDI. This game is so fucking busted. Anyways, this is just some frustrations of mine with the game at the moment. A little rant I went on. Got fucking veins popping out of my forehead and shit. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you guys are having any issues like this, because I definitely am. I even was ranting about it on Twitter, which I rarely do. I rarely even get on that medium, so I don't know, guys. Thanks for listening. I'll see y'all later.